Hello, hello, friends of Chalkin History with Shelly Kallach. How are you guys tonight? It is, Saturday? Holy cow. Today just went by in a flash for me. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. We are going to finish up our Leaf It To Me riser tray that we started yesterday. And then we're going to start on another project. So we'll see how far we get tonight on the second one. Hopefully we'll get through it all together and have an awesome finished project. So without further ado, let's finish. All right, so this is what I did. So yesterday I was having iPad troubles. There we go. And my recording device it was plugged in, said it was charging, but then the battery percentage kept going down, which was very odd. So I'm not sure what happened there, but so I just continued to chalk and get it all chalked up. And then I wasn't crazy about it. So I used our Dixie Belle Voodoo gel stain, the Tobacco Road. That's not closed, so I'm gonna close that. And boy, this separates, so make sure you guys are shaking it before you use it. We're gonna use a little bit more here. Get that shaken up. Say hello as you guys are hopping on. There we go. Make sure we're live. Okay. So what I also did is I had these fun little frames that I had cut out. If you guys are interested in frames for our chalk spot items, this was a chalk spot surface. If you guys are interested, then go ahead and comment frames and I can direct you to the right spot. Or if you think you want like a 9x12, or I don't know, if you have an odd shaped frame or something, or chalkboard that you want frames for, let me know. Hello, Susan. How are you? Let me know and I will get that. I will get that taken care of for you guys. Okay. All right. Perfect. So what we need to do yet is we need to stain our very big wood beads. So I'm going to put on some gloves because I'm just going to kind of work it in my hand here. I'm going to put it in a cloth and then we're just going to kind of roll it around and see what happens. All right, so let's just put some, oops, I got to open it. Shake it really well. It does separate. This is the Tobacco Road. Just going to get that in the... And we're just going to coat the bead. You could buy them already, these colors. But since I used it on my sign, I want to make sure it's close to the same color. So there's one. Let that dry. See if we got enough stain on here for this guy. Do you like it? Well, I kind of did something stupid. I just poured the stain right on it. And it kind of smeared a little bit here and there, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm the guinea pig. See, I'm showing you guys what not to do. All right, this bead looks pretty good. I think we're gonna need a little bit, whoa, uh-oh. See, not concentrating here. Put this guy in there. It probably would, but I don't know. I haven't used baby wipes with our stains. I know it does with our chalk paste, but I haven't done it with our stains yet. Oh, are you saying like if I would have done, oh yeah, baby wipes would have totally taken that off. That would not have that would have been worse than what I did. Okay, let's get this coated. That's one. And one last bead here. Pretty saturated, so it should be enough to get us covered here. Let's see. This came out of I just had a big bag of beads, all different sizes. My favorite bag of beads is to buy the half beads, so they're flat. I like those too. You know how you see those are really popular on like beaded frames and mirrors and risers, all the things. Okay, I still got to play with our risers. I started to and then did not finish. Okay, toss that. Take this off. Let's get these guys dry a little bit. We'll put everything together. And then we are going to glue them on. And then put this project aside and start our new one. I think you guys are really going to love it. However, unfortunately, 2 of the 3 transfers that I'm going to be using is discontinued, which is so sad. They did say the last couple releases they will not be restocking. So you guys, if you see stuff right away, even though it's not, for like say you want it for Christmas, don't wait. It will not be around until then. Flying off the shelves. Flying off the shelves. All right. I think these are good. So I've already gone and marked where I want them. I need to get my glue gun going again. Didn't bring down my stick fast. I used that today and did not bring it back. I don't think I have more of it. Let's see. Let's see what I got here. Kinds of adhesives. Not the one I'm looking for. All right, today is my mother-in-law's birthday, the one that fell like tomorrow. Let's see, Monday. It's going to be 3 weeks since she fell. But today is her birthday, so say happy birthday, Shar. Let's see. Well, we're gonna wait for this to cook and get nice and hot. And then what we're also gonna do is we'll take our frames and we'll put that on and we'll put it on the riser beads. How cute will that be? Just a cute little tray for decorating for fall. I love how the Tobacco Road really muted these colors too. I think they were too bright for me, so I'm like, oof, I just don't like that. And then these 2 leaves had like the veins where it was the color of the tray. I went and brought this Lagoon color and kind of just colored it in over on that side just to give it, try to balance those blues out. That was my intention there. Come on, hot glue, come on. All right, we're gonna flip this over. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of both glues on there. The only bad thing is it does have a hole, so I'm gonna try to just really get it on that edge. Like so. Gosh, somebody needs to invent a hot glue gun that heats up immediately, because these are slow. Even though you got a good battery on it, slow, slow, slow. This kind of went down the hole, so I'm gonna try to get it to drip out. Hi, Kathy. How are you tonight? Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. Like you said last night, it's been a while, huh? It has been a hot minute since we've chatted. Okay, this is starting to come out now. Like I said, I'm going to try to just hit the edge of the hole. Okay, and then we're going to center it around my marking. I've seen people do them all the way around. That's a fun look. And then they'll put another on top, another surface, the same kind of surface. So they kind of like make a beaded sandwich, if that makes sense. I've seen that done. I'm surviving, I think. I'm surviving. Like I said, my mother-in-law took a bad spill. She's still recuperating in a facility. Her birthday is today. I think by next weekend they're saying she might be home, so that's good news. Yeah, she's still gonna need quite a bit of care at home, so I'm sure my husband and I will be, she's not local to us, so I'm sure we're gonna be going back and forth. Thank you. We're gonna be going back and forth for a while, I think, all through the fall. If I could guess, I'm gonna say we're gonna be up, she's in the upper northern Ohio part. We're southern Ohio, so okay. Turn this off. Don't want to waste that battery. Okay. Hold those down. How are you doing, Kathy? Good. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now we have to get these guys on here. I'm gonna get, let's see here. I'm gonna get a little brush. I'm gonna get a little color tray. Just gonna put that glue in there. It'll be so much easier to apply this way. Just kind of going around the edges here. This one does dry clear, so if it does tend to leak out, then it's okay. You know, it's so hard to get the glue on just right and not have it leak out. If I feel like there's some big drips, then, oh my gosh, already? Holy cow. I'm sorry. So you've had all your firsts was this year through the year. Gosh, I can't believe it's been a year. I'm so sorry. Gosh, that went fast. You're right. Honestly, my dad passed away in May, and I'm just surprised it's already August, and August is almost over. So that seems crazy to me too. Time doesn't stop, does it? For nothing and no one. Okay, got that. Now let's bring that. I kind of just bring it down so I can make sure it's okay. While that is still wet, there's a little bit of leakage, which is fine. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to turn it upside down. Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty sad. Pretty sad. So I've been kind of helping my mom with just getting things, you know, in her name, and gosh, the banks just, there is no easy process with Social Security and pension and 401ks, and holy moly, just absolutely, it's a crazy, crazy process. So we're still dealing with that kind of stuff. I think we're just about close to having everything finalized. So that's good. She'll be very relieved when that's done. And then it'll just be maintenance type stuff, you know, balancing the accounts and all that good stuff. Sure, I'll run over and help her with that. So now we just have the two moms that are left, because my father-in-law, he passed away, gosh, 10 years ago this year. That's even crazy to me. It is a lot of work. Thank you. All right, so if you guys want these little frames that I've made to go with our chalk spot items, go ahead and comment frames, and I'll get you the link for that. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Now what you could do too is, if you want to make it so that it's food safe, if you want to make a little tray that's food safe, if you want to make a like a little tray that maybe you wanted to put down some wet, okay, I see that. Thanks, Kathy. What was I going to say? If you wanted to, so you think you're going to put some wet cups, or cups that are going to sweat, right? I would get our resin and pour it very, very, you know, just a very small layer of that. Probably not the UV, probably the other stuff. Let it sit overnight, 24 hours, 48 hours, I think they say. And just let it sit. You'll have a nice little shiny surface. You could do that. If you want it to be food safe, then I have a food safe epoxy that I use. And then if you would like a link to that, go ahead and comment epoxy. And or food safe, either word, and then I'll get you those links too. Because our epoxy, unfortunately, is not food safe. Okay, how cute is that, you guys? Look how cute. The little legs. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. You could just put a little something on there. So fun. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna turn it upside down so it dries. Okay, let's get to work. All right, you guys, I'm excited about this project. Again, unfortunately, 2 of the 3 transfers are out of stock. Thank you, Kathy. And I apologize for that because I usually try to look at that. But as the ideas were swirling in my head, they were in stock and then poof, they're gone. All right, here's our 9x12 simple tag. I'm not sure I'm going to use this one tonight. I might, and I might not. So we're going to put that aside till we figure it out. We're going to use Snoopy Scarecrow. Isn't he cute? I think this will be awesome on a t-shirt too. I think he's going to be a lot of fun on a t-shirt. So we're going to put him aside. We're not going to use that one. That's the Welcome Great Pumpkin. Isn't that cute? We're not going to use that one though. And then we have, I gotta find the other one. The Happy Halloween, except that one's out of stock. And then, hang on, I forgot to get one more that's out of stock. The D size. So let me look. We looked at it last night. Just gotta find it. Here it is. And it's called the Picnic Patterns. That one went out of stock too, so kind of sad about that. All right, let's get everything prepared. And I am just I am combining a ton of transfers today. And there's wood cutouts that correspond or coordinate here. I'm just going to cut this. Whenever my life seems to settle down, which doesn't feel like it's going to, I have a craft room that is in absolute shambles. And I really need to go through it. I need to totally de-stash. So you guys may be seeing some craft items for sale, chalk stuff for sale. It's not going to be for a while. It'll probably be like next year. But, all right. Oh, my puppies are banging on the door. I'm going to tell my son to let them down. Okay. Let's get back to where we were here. There we go. All right, got this one out. Okay, this is called Happy Halloween. Unfortunately, like I said, it's gone. Happy Halloween, and I'm going to say peanuts. And then this one is called Picnic. I'm going to say Gates. So I know, because look, these are the same size. So how would I know what backer it goes back to? But now I'll know, because I marked it. Do you guys mark yours too, or do you just kind of wing it and clean up whenever? I tend to wait before I get organized. Okay, this is also a peanuts, so we're going to say peanuts. And this is Snoopy Scarecrow. He is in stock. Everything you need is in the description of the videos. Okay, I'm excited. I am so excited to show you guys what I did. Okay. Look how cute this is going to be. I kind of like it on the surface. You don't write on yours. You probably don't have 10, 20 transfers all laying around like I do. This is, how fun is this? This is close to a 12x12 piece of wood that I have cutouts on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have our Snoopy Scarecrow, right? And then I have the fence from this guy. So I have the fence from this guy, okay? And then I have pumpkins and the sign boo from this guy. Now what I did was I wanted it to be the width of, I wanted it to stretch across more. I wanted it kind of the same width. So what I did was I kind of manipulated some things and did a repeat of some of those pumpkins. So we're gonna have to paste it a couple times there. So that's that. But watch how this all comes together. Okay. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? So because he's got that there, actually, those are not legs. If you actually go and Google Peanut or Snoopy Scarecrow, this is like a solid piece here. He's on like a pole is what that should be. It should be a pole. So I'm not quite sure why they separated it. Anyway, nonetheless, so because I already have this layer, and when I go to put down my fence, I didn't want it to be uneven, right? So I cut kind of like a bridge piece. So a piece to go there and a piece to go under there. That way I just kind of bridge it and it's level. There's no rocking around on it, right? So then I thought, well, what am I gonna do? Because I wanna put the pumpkins. I didn't want that to wiggle. So then I cut these two bridge pieces. Okay, so this part up here. So this is it's gonna fit like a puzzle here. Oh my goodness, here come the pups. Okay, so that fits like that. Hi guys. And then we're gonna put that piece on top. Then I have his sign over here. We gotta bridge that. And then that, oops, gotta put that in there. They're okay. They'll come up. Keep your door open. I'm talking to my son. And then that goes on top. So there's no wiggling. It's completely flat. I'm excited to do this. So we just need to figure out what colors to make everything. And I believe I have a picture of him on my phone. Somewhere there he is. So this is going to be the Peanut Snoopy that I'm going to try to follow. Isn't he adorable? Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can come close, okay? All right. We need to prep our pieces here. So the pumpkins will be orange. Duh. Let's see. I also am going to see what Chalk did. Let's see what they did here. All right, so this is what they did. They did it on a tote. Or no, I want to look for the pumpkin one. So that is the Happy Halloween. So I'm going to say Peanuts Happy Halloween. Again, it's out of stock. My goodness. My puppies are playing. Chalk Couture. If you ever need to look up a transfer and see ideas, just Google the name of it. I'm trying to find it and I don't see it. Like I said, it went out of stock fast. Fast. I could look at the lookbook. Let's look at the lookbook. All right, so when you go to my website, if you go to, you just go to the chalkcouture.com/Shelly Kallach, and then click on lookbook. I think that was part of the holiday home. Probably not, though. I don't think the Peanuts was in there. Oh dear, where is it? Well, we're gonna wing it. That's all I can say. We're gonna wing it. Okay. Sorry for that little distraction. I have to go see. My dog is chewing on something. Give me 1 second. Oh, they get in so much trouble. Trouble. Let's see, what are you chewing on? I see. Oh, I see. What are you chewing on, bud? Oh, buddy. Okay, well, not sure what he was chewing on, but it's down the hatch. So there's that. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's do this. All right, so we got a sign. I do want these all, or let's see. Problem is, we almost have to like chalk on it first to see outline. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Dune so that we can barely see it. And then we can kind of color in where we want the color and go from there. And then we can chalk everything in black, I think is what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's get this off. I'm going to do it right on the wood without any wax or anything, so hopefully it doesn't stick. We'll see. All right, so let's line this up. I don't want to wax or anything because we're just trying to get just getting the lines so I know what to color everything. Like, I might want my sign a different color than the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure I get this totally covered here. There's that part. Getting dirty already, guys. Getting dirty already. Okay. Let's take this up. Now you can't really see it, but it does give it a nice little, a little outline. I'm going to try to pick that up and see if you can see that. Do you see that? That'll give me an idea of like where I should color in. Get that dry so that, because we got to keep going with, we got to add more pumpkins. Like, I might want that sign black and then I could do it in white, but I don't want like my pumpkins to be black, right? Okay. Now we're going to take this and we're going to do that again for the rest. So we're going to start on the end. Get that all lined up. I'm just going to have to be really careful where I chalked over here. Okay. That way I know where my leaves are, where my pumpkins are. I think if anything, this is probably the most difficult piece. Maybe the Snoopy will be a little difficult. We'll see. All right, we're gonna put this aside for a moment. Okay, let's get this dry. There's a little overlap on that middle pumpkin where like the leaves overlap the pumpkin. So when I get to that point, I may just try to flake off the paste. All right, there we go. Now we can get an idea of where our pumpkins are. We're gonna do a lot of painting tonight, I feel like. This is our marmalade. Just gonna scoop some out. Yeah, we're just gonna get really specific here where all these colors go. All right, lay down, boys. Okay, get that a little bit watered down. Okay. So wherever I see a pumpkin, I'm just gonna paint. And I'm going over, you know, where the dune was. It is a little difficult to see where like your leaves are. I feel like this might be a little tougher than I imagined at first. We're gonna see. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna see what happens. You know, some of our leaves might be orange, some of our leaves might be green. Some of our pumpkin might be green. Majority of the transfer, you know, the design is pumpkins on the bottom and the leaves on the bottom and the pumpkins on top. Might get a little sketchy here. Try not to lose track here. I can't tell if that's pumpkin or, well, we're gonna paint it orange because I think it's a pumpkin. I'm just not sure. What's everybody else doing tonight? Saturday, tomorrow I am going to be off Taking a little break with the hubby. He's actually with his mom right now, helping her celebrate her birthday. But starting tomorrow, I will be unavailable-ish. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close. I think those are leaves up there. Maybe should have used maybe a little bit of a different color, not the dune, because the dune looks just like that wood. But that's okay. Okay. All right. We'll get it figured out. It'll be all right. All right, let's get this cleaned up. And we're going to get green out. So let's use ivy. That's one of our in vogue. Marmalade is one of our in vogue colors. Let's see if we're just going to get the majority of it off. Oh, how fun. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is today his actual birthday, or you guys are just celebrating today? All right, just a couple little scoopies. We're gonna do some water. Kind of turn it into a paint. Okay. Just celebrating today. 25, right? Quarter century. Crazy, right? All right, now I'm just gonna fill in the bottom here. Wherever I didn't paint, we're gonna go in with green. It's kind of like water painting. You can use, of course, paints or markers, chalk markers, paint markers, whatever you have. Then we're going to kind of give it a little waxing, I think. Give it a nice smooth surface, and then we'll chalk the design on it again. And I'll probably use black, I think. Tomorrow's Sunday already. Gosh. Then it's back to a work day or work week. You can see I'm not being very particular. You know, it's okay if you're a little messy. Don't have to worry about being perfect. I've learned that through all the crafting I've done through the years, is there is just no such thing as perfection when it comes to crafting. You would drive yourself crazy if you tried for everything to be perfect. All right, there we go. It's kind of cool. As it's drying, you can see the dune coming through, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there, but it's fine. So this is what we have so far. It still has to dry. Can you see the dune underneath that? Okay. Now the sign, I think I want to do black. So we could do ash. Let's do ash. I'm going to try to just wipe that up a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of ash, put it in my lid here. Just water it down. I don't need much. And we're going to do the whole sign here. I love this new ash. Such a great gray. All right, cool. Excellent, 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 excellent. Let's get this dry. We'll have to clean the transfer, get the dune off. Let's see, what kind of fence do I want to make? I think I'm going to make these like espresso or something. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use ash kind of throughout the project instead of black. So we'll do ash on all the outlining. And because we watered the chalk base down, so that's why it's going to take a little bit longer to dry. Because the wood's wet. Cannot wait to see what this looks like. You should wait to the end, right? Do you wait to? Oh no! Did I spill something? Oh no! How did that happen? That's okay there, because those are the under pieces. I'm gonna take those away. How did that happen? When did I splash? I'm gonna have to watch my video over tonight. That's okay, because we can, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be an under piece. And we could put the clean piece on top, so there. This piece we need to chalk. These are gonna be under pieces, as well as those. This wood we can just flip over. I don't know when I did that. I must have blown air in that tray of orange. I don't know. If you guys saw it, tell me, because I didn't see it happen. Okay, so we got that. Let's put this over here. My fence, we're gonna do, if I'm gonna do ash, we're gonna do espresso, I think. Yeah. Let's do a little espresso. I can get a little foam brush for that. Just gonna dip it right in. And we're just gonna spread it. We could also use our stains. That would have been a good idea too, to use our Tobacco Road would have been a good one. We have the Au Natural Tobacco Road. And there's one more. Aside. All right, let's see here. Try not to do that again. Let's get this guy dry. Let me figure out, I think I'm gonna make Snoopy. I'm going to do that all white. Paint them all white. I at least need his face to be all white. Because really the Peanuts, a lot of their designs are really just outlines, like pencil drawings. What I might do is maybe just chalk his face and neck. Then I'll know where to color in white, and then we're going to do the rest, I think this, I want to say brown, but maybe I'll do bark, because it'll be lighter. Okay, so there's that. Let's put all those pieces out of the way so they don't get dirty. Let's kind of take him off here. All right, so I'm just gonna get a rough estimate where his face is by chalking Dune on here. Just his face. Just his face. I like my cutouts not much bigger than the actual design. All right, so right in here and his neck, I'm gonna paint. First I'll do the dune, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint inside white. So all around here. Inside his hat there. Get his ears. Get his neck. That's all I need white. And then, like I said, the rest I will paint bark, I think. Okay. Then I know, like, my perimeters, where to stay white. I'm going to get this washed up real quick. Get that washed up. We didn't dirty this up too much. Do the back side. And then because we got it wet, we want to make sure it gets dry and clean. Get a paper towel. To this side. There, he's all clean, ready to be chalked. Put him back on there for temporary. Okay. I guess we didn't need that. Get this dry. All right. So you can see where his face is. So pretty much within these perimeters, I'm going to put down white. Because Snoopy is white. Probably get another little brush. Kind of just pick up a little dab, and I'm going to just kind of water it down a little bit, maybe. That just soaked up the water, didn't it? Okay. Okay. Just going to get solid chalk here. And then his neck, we've got to make sure that's white. Okay, let's see what that looks like dry. Then the rest I think I'm going to do, I think it's just going to be one of those things where it's 2-3 coats. You know, we're going to do, the background of the rest will be a brown. And I'll probably do a dune outline, and then I'll color stuff in, and then we'll go back in with maybe ash. I think that's the plan. We'll do his face black and his ears, or ash. I guess we'll do his face in ash. All right. Let's find do bark. Because I want that, I think I want a brown background. The fence is going to be a little bit darker. Now we're going to color in that straw, probably using yellow. Not marmalade, but the, gosh, what's the other color? Marigold. Marigold was our color of the month last month. Hopefully you guys snagged it because it is pretty. I like the color of the month, and then I don't like the color of the month because I hate it when it goes out of stock. So once it's gone, it's gone. It's awful. Because that's just a bummer. Okay, there's that part. Could probably even put some real, like raffia. Make them look pretty shaggy. If you're a Peanuts fan, who's your favorite character? Lucy, Charlie Brown, Linus, Pigpen, Sally, Woodstock. There's so many of them. What a fun friend group they have, huh? There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff dried up. I'll go ahead, like I said, I'll probably use like a dune to give me all the outlines. So we'll color everything in. And then we'll do one final outline in ash. finished drying. Let's put that guy aside. Let's bring our little fence over. Ooh, he feels rough. You could always give the pieces a little like sanding. Let's see what happens if we do that. This, the gate or the fence here, you're not really going to see a whole lot of that undercolor. I am lightly sanding. Lightly sand this. Okay. Let's do the fence. Maybe I should do dune on top. What do you guys think? Instead of making it a dark fence, I was gonna make it do was gonna use ash, but it's gonna cover a good portion of that brown. We're really not going to see a lot of that. I'm going to do dune, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just kind of spreading it, taking my excess with me, and then kind of laying it down when I need it. And then holding my squeegee more upright so I can keep dragging it. Get it to the very end here. All right, moment of truth, and I didn't wax it, so let's see here. Oh, I like that. I'm glad I did the lighter color. How cute is that, right? Little fence. You could stick with the whole dune theme and do all these wood pieces. Okay, I want to wash this too real quick. It's been sitting there for a minute, so we're going to let that sit. Try to keep it confined here, just down in this little area, so the whole transfer doesn't get wet. Give it a squirt. Sit a moment. It does get on the back side of the transfers because when you're pushing that paste through, it does get stuck on the opposite side. And if you don't feel like it's coming out, then you can use your board eraser. And that does wonders. Start off with it wet. Love these bottles. Got that at like Sally's Beauty. Okay, I think I got it out. Flip it over. Oh yeah, now it came out. Sometimes when you leave it there for a while, then it tends to just sit and get really dried in there. So it's always best to wash your transfers as soon as you can. Always a good idea. Okay. All right, let's make sure this is nice and dry. So what do you think, guys? Maybe we do ash for the pumpkins and the leaves, and then we do dune for the boo sign. I think that might be a good idea. All right. It's still a little wet on the top side, but sticky. I think we'll be okay. All right, we're going to start on this side this time. I think I took it up to this here. All right, so what did we say? We said ash. So I have to remember I overlapped some of those pumpkins, so I think I need to stop right here. Now you could do this a couple different ways. You could just go ahead and, color your wood, keep it wood colored, paint it all white, paint it all black, however you want to do that first. And then you can go back and do your coloring in. That excess off. Okay, we're going to still use that transfer, so we are going to have to wipe that up. Oh yeah, how cute is that? So cute. Let that dry. Let's get this clean, because then we'll have to start from the other side. The quicker you get to it, the better and quicker it cleans up for you. Let's do the underside here. Okay, let's get a paper towel. Oops, that was the sticky side. start on this side. Get that boo sign. It's pretty much lining up where it was before, which is nice. We'll have to watch when we get over here where exactly we want to do that. Okay, write that down. All right, so we're going to do Dune for the sign. Little stick here. All right, and then we'll do the rest with the ash. Again, I'm going to just kind of take a peek here. I think I'm coming right around the corner there. There we go. I've gotten everything. Like I said, I had to kind of manipulate my file a little bit so that I can make the pumpkins wider. But I kind of had to take away some of the detail to do that. So it's okay if you end up chalking the wrong thing. No one will know. No one's gonna know. Okay. Get that excess off. Okay, let's see how this turned out. I'm gonna peel it slowly. Cute, 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 cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. So cute. I like the sign. All right, we're gonna put that over there to dry. Let's get this cleaned up. We still gotta chalk Snoopy. And color all that in. Hopefully we don't get kicked off. It's possible. It's very possible, friends. Very possible. Look a little orange, so I'm going to try it one more time, and then I'm going to stop here. Okay. Clean both sides. Towel and dry it up a little bit. I just want to get that moisture off. Halloween. Again, this one is out of stock, which is a bummer, and it will not be restocked, which is a bummer. Okay. So this is what we have so far, right? We're going to have Snoopy. We're going to have our little bridge here. So this guy will go under there. This guy will go under there. That's what goes there. This kind of clips on the end of the gate, just so that we have room underneath here. So his pole can go underneath. That'll be all glued together. This all snuggles in. Here, let's take that top one off. Fits like a puzzle, guys. Fits like a puzzle. That'll go there. Then we're going to put these on top. OMG, look at how stinking adorable. Oh my gosh, that's too cute. All right, so all we got to do is finish Snoopy. Yay! Okay, let's keep going, guys. Keep going. Stuff to the side. Okay. All right, Snoop. Let's get you done here, buddy. All right, I am going to let's see. I'm going to sand that down a little bit. He's a little rough. He's feeling a little rough. Just carefully. So slightly. Okay. His face is a little brown. Let's try to see if we can kind of. A little bit of that sawdust from the brown got on my way. Okay. All good. All right, let's get that transfer on. I feel like I should wax it. However, I'm in a hurry. I know what happens when I'm in a hurry. Okay, let's see here. So cute. Okay, we're gonna do Snoopy and Ash, his face. Not doing everything though, I'm just gonna do his face. trying to get up to the brim of the hat here. So there's some definition. Okay, I got everything covered. And then we're going to do the peel because we don't want that to sit. We don't want that to dry on us. Okay, I got it all. Let's see. OMG, oh my gosh, how cute is he? Oh gosh. Cute, cute, cute. Nope, we don't want that. We want to delete that eventually. Spam. Like, people don't have anything better to do with their time. Look how cute he is. Aww. Maybe I should just do it all in ash. I like that. Snoopy. He's so cute. All right, I think I'm gonna do all of it, guys. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna put it back down. We're just gonna press down where I haven't chalked yet, since his face is dry. Get this all chalked. Take it off and we'll see what it looks like. Who knows? I may not color anything in. I mean, I guess you kind of have to have Woodstock yellow, right? Okay. All right. The moment of truth. Oh, no, I gotta do his top part there. I mean, I guess I should peel that part off. Let me do that so that we don't have any oopsies. So cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. That lay flat. the rest of his hat done. Woodstock here. Okay, pull the rest of this off. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. I may just keep it like that. Wow, he's cute. He is cute. Oh my gosh. So cute. See one thing I want to do. Not sure which brown was which. I do want to fill. That's not going to work, is it? Because it's not wet. We used bark, right? We used bark. I just need to fill in. See, this is where I get in trouble. Just a little bit. There we go. To his neck there. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? All right, Woodstock, yellow, yay or nay? Yay or nay, yay or nay? I think we have to. Kind of feel like we have to. Is that the glue? That's glue. You don't want to glue them. Just get this green paint out of here, whatever's left. Around. Let's color in Woodstock. I am going to try to just color him in. I have to look a picture at him. Woodstock. I think this is his feathered tail. My gosh, he's gonna look so darn cute. A painter, I am not, but you know what? This is fun. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Not sure what those lines are, but we're gonna color them in. Okay, we're just making wispy hairs. My gosh, this is so darn cute. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at him. I love it. All right, I am gonna stop here. I think I like everything else very neutral. You could definitely, you know, if you wanted to color his jacket differently, his hat differently, you could fill in all those little straws with the yellow too, if you wanted to do that. But I'm gonna stop there. I really think I really like that touch of Woodstock. So we're gonna stop here. Eventually get everything glued together. I am probably going to do that off camera because I have taken up way too much of your time already. So stay tuned for a finished picture. I cannot wait for him to be finished. Plus I need to figure out what kind of backer I want to put him on. If I want to put them on a tag or what. So there is that. Again, don't forget, I will be unavailable for a few days, going away. But I will be back. I'll be back probably next weekend, I think, if everything goes well. That's what we're hoping for. Okay. Thought I had one more sponge. Oh, right here. Okay, guys, so here's what he is going to look like, and then I'm going to sign off. So we're going to have this guy and this guy bridge that pole that he's on. Okay, then we're going to have this guy shimmy in there, that guy shimmy in there. These little pieces hang out here. And then our fun pumpkins. Except I see some orange that came off. Okay. All right. All right, there he is. Eek, he's so cute. I love him. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's very long presentation. Again, we finished off our Leave It To Me little tray. Put some little fun little beads down there. And then we finished off Snoopy. All right, guys, thanks for showing up tonight. I